If I could tell you what it really feels like, do you think that it would change a thing? Do you think that it would change a thing? You said your name was Juliet, a shotgun wedding you regret, but you're not ready to commit treason against a family set of rules. Your mother hangs above your head like a prison. And I showed up like Romeo to save you from your life, but you just sentenced me to death or exile. And now I'm lying on the altar without you and I'm drinking the vial. If I could tell you what it really feels like, do you think that it would change a thing? Do you think that it would change a thing? So tell me how it's possible to be so unpredictable but keep up such a scripted scene. How did you get so complicated and walk out on me? And maybe when I'm Romeo and Juliet, but when you said forever I took it literally. I never thought you'd be the one smiling on the end of the blade that I bleed. If I could tell you what it really feels like, do you think that it would change a thing? Do you think that it would change a thing? If I was honest, open and not so afraid of commitment, do you think that I could trust again? Or am I just broken? 'Cause these hands are scared to reach out, they're scared to fall down. I don't know if this tries to break another fall or feel anything at all. And my heart stops at the thought of beating like yours and being ripped out and kicked to the ground and told.
How are we there, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Smashing Crossbar Podcast. I'm your host, Josh, joined by Ben, as always. How are you, buddy?
Ben's not going to do a lot of talking tonight. His voice still hasn't recovered from Saturday.
Yeah, I thought mine was bad.
No, mine's fucked.
Mine was
Mine's
shit.
well fucked.
Yeah, that's not good. That sounds real good.
That, my friend, is a yardstick for what was a good night.
Yeah, it was a good one. Everything other than the result. We'll talk about a bit about that in the show. Obviously, we'll go through the FFA Cup. A few other fixtures in regards to the Novocastrian side of things. Broadmeadow Magic and Hamilton Olympic.
Makes
I
you
find
think that
funny.
one, doesn't it?
Hamilton Olympic, which is what it normally was, but I thought it was Newcastle Olympic there at one point. Oh, I'm not too sure.
I thought it was Newcastle Olympic. Didn't they change from Hamilton Olympic?
Yeah, they did, and the only thing that just made me question it was the fact that I glanced to my notes off the FFA Cup, and it says here Hamilton Olympic, and I'm going, no, that's what they used to be called. I thought
On the FFA Cup website, it says Newcastle Olympic.
yeah, but if you go to the FFA Cup in Google search and just go through the matches, it says right here Hamilton Olympic. But anyway, bit of trivia for all the non-Novocastrians. Used to be called Hamilton Olympic, and they've now renamed it to Newcastle Olympic, which I think is a bit sad considering that they've won fuck all in the last decade.
They've won fuck all.
Anyway, welcome to everybody. Let us know you're here. Luke and Noopy and friggin' all the other guys that the regulars should be here lurking at some point, I'm sure. But yeah, as I said, we'll talk a bit about the FFA Cup. We'll talk about the A-Leagues. A-Leagues.
The A-Leagues.
Starting up this Friday night. It all kicks off, finally. Big wait, but we got here in the end. A little bit weird, starting in November compared to the usual start of October. But anyway, we'll adapt. It's what we do. We're good at it. Just throw whatever you want.
We're used to being treated like second-class citizens.
Absolutely, exactly right. Maddie's here. Welcome, Maddie. Mary, welcome.
Mary.
Mary, it's been a long time. Welcome. She's just hopped off the Sturridge train. He's finally come out of quarantine, so Mary's come out of quarantine herself by looks. Just following in his footsteps.
Welcome back, Mary.
Welcome back, absolutely. So, yeah, we'll talk a bit about that. Sturridge come out of quarantine, so he's tasted a bit of, he's kicked the ball.
Has he found a barber yet?
He found his barber.
He's found his hairdresser?
Got his hair done.
For fuck's sake.
A lot of fart assing around, he said, but he got it done, and he's glad that he put the post out that he did, because he was happy with the barber, and apparently he was quick and efficient as well. So, congratulations to the barber for getting Sturridge's services for the next
12 months.
6 months.
I've always been on the Sturridge train, mate. I'll take it too.
I bet.
It's good for football.
Exactly right. And that's the biggest thing. So, yeah, as we said, we'll dissect the games a little bit. We'll talk about the Jets game in depth. Ben and I were lucky enough to travel down to Geelong to watch the game. It was good. It was good to see the boys.
To be brutally honest, we didn't watch a lot of the game.
We
didn't watch a lot of the game.
Drank a lot though.
We drank a lot and partied quite a bit with the Western Service crew, but aside from that,
yeah,
we saw the major points.
We'll get into that. But yeah, so before we go any too far into it, we do want to spank. We want to spank.
We want to spank. We want to spank the Western Service crew, do we?
Spank. We do want to thank our major sponsor, Gabriel Mar Optometrist. Be sure to go down and see those guys at Jasmine for all your eye care needs, whether it be prescription glasses, sunglasses, or a simple eye checkup. It is important. Go check them out. They do a great job, and we do thank them for their loyal support over the last couple of years. They didn't show any Jets fans.
That's because we were with the Western Service crew.
Well, they did.
Well, they did. Vandy was there.
Fulmer
was there.
Eddie Gibbo, Fulmer come down. A few of the boys come down, which was good to see. Well, Vandy was guaranteed, but it was good to see a few of the others come down and support.
Yeah, we spent a bit of time with them.
Boy, the guys, even Shane was there.
We bumped into Shane.
Had a bit of a chin wag with Shane.
You walked straight past him and didn't realise it was him.
That's because I was well deep by that stage.
It was me that turned around and went, "Hey, isn't that Shane?"
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. So we bumped into Shane. He was as confused as what I was, and
yep, he was.
We should be wearing gold or white or there we go. Well, didn't even know we were playing in that. But anyway.
Oh yeah, we couldn't play in the KB United kit. There was something wrong with that because it's branded apparel. He did mention. But he's like, we're going to wear it probably final game of the season. And he goes, oh yeah, we should be playing in the gold. And then 30 seconds later, they walk out in the white away kit.
Exactly. Right.
So he's just like, I don't know anymore.
Old Boys Day, apparently, is when we're going to don that one. But anyway.
So we're going to be using that instead of the RAF kit.
Welcome, Josh Scott. Newbie.
Welcome, Josh.
I believe.
Apologies for my voice.
Absolutely. Come on, Newcastle.
Nobody should have to hear this.
Is it a Jets fan or is it a friggin' travelling Western United fan? There was plenty of them. As I said, we'll get into that. We'll touch on the games beforehand before we delve into the Jets game itself. So let's quickly touch on.
Yeah, we were confused about that too, Mary.
What was that? Did you chat?
Did we chat to Topper after the game? No, we didn't. We wanted to. And shame Aloisi didn't put him on. We were confused about that. As were the Western United supporters.
Yeah, I think they were a little bit confused as well.
They figured that he was going to start before Tamaki Amai.
Yeah, exactly right.
But LaCroix, fuck me, he's huge.
He's a beast.
He's huge.
He's a beast.
He is massive.
Yeah, he's going to do good things in the heart of defence.
They're not going to concede too many set pieces. Not with him in the box.
You would not hope so. Well, we may as well get back to the very beginning of the week gone.
Yes,
for us, obviously, we record on a Monday night as we're here right now. So, Broadmeadow Magic, Western Sydney Wanderers kicked off in the FA Cup. 3-0 win to Western Sydney Wanderers with Abini, Battalato, and Stevie UG with a screamer.
Oh, yeah.
It was
a carbon copy, the one he scored for the Jets.
Yeah, it was an absolute screamer.
I didn't notice something about that, though.
What was that?
Well, 2 of those 3 blokes have played against Magic before, so they know how to play against them.
Exactly.
That's why the goals came easy. They know them.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, 3-0. Yeah, it was probably a well-deserved
it's a solid result.
let's take a step before we get into the result and everything else, right? Let's look at the Western Sydney Jets. lineup.
Yeah. Because Kachumba started.
So Johnny K started, Dimmy started, Stevie UG started, Nazarene started, and then Abini
Yeah.
as well.
Abini, Nazarene, Petrados, Ugarkovic, and Johnny K.
Johnny K.
They have 5 Jets players starting in their lineup.
Yes. So and again, there was none on the bench. So that was the other thing. So look, there was nothing, not even none on the bench. So they all started. They played all right. They played as good as they did for us, I think.
Yeah.
As for Magic played well. First half, they were competitive, and I think that was the biggest thing. We've been finding out with the teams that are playing the A-League opposition from MPL to A-League. They put in for 45 minutes, which is fantastic. These guys haven't kicked a ball in nearly 2 months, compared to the A-League guys who at least have been training.
Yeah.
So 45 minutes to give them 45 minutes is was probably a good ask. And then it just died off, and we found that out with all of them. They all did. Magic fell off at the arse end there. South Melbourne, they played some good football right up until about the 60th minute, and then just fell to pieces.
Died in the arse.
Exactly right. The Central Coast Mariners ended up getting up 1-0 over Blacktown.
Blacktown are known to be giant killers.
Exactly right.
Although, that game against Magic, it answers another question.
Yep.
We know where Jack Simmons has gone.
Yes. Yes, Simmons has gone in there. Yep.
We know where Jack Simmons has gone now. He's been released by the Jets.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
Interesting that Zads is playing 5 at the back with them, though.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting as well.
That's very unlike Zads.
Very true. And then Olympic, obviously, going down 3-0 to MacArthur, which again, off the top of my head, I think was only 1-0 at halftime as well. So, come halftime, everyone was in it.
2-0 at halftime.
2-0 at halftime, was it?
2-0 at halftime.
They were all pretty well within a shot of doing an upset. I was lucky enough to have a chat with Griffo, and he said the boys played well, and he was happy with what they produced. Unfortunately, just the legs just died, and as soon as the legs go, that's pretty much it. Unfortunately for that, but and
they played again. MacArthur playing a very interesting formation.
Yeah,
Lockie Rose, who is normally a right wing back, playing as striker. I thought that was rather interesting.
Yeah,
I mean, interesting to a point where it paid off. He scored a brace.
Yeah,
but considering he's playing up top by himself, and behind him in the midfield line, he's got Craig Noon, Jordan Much, who are both ex-Premier League players. Ulysses De Villa, which is by far the biggest standout at Wellington over the past 2 seasons, and Danny De Silva.
Yeah.
That's great service.
You'd be worried if they're not finishing up the top half.
Yeah.
They're looking pretty strong. I was lucky enough to have a quick chat with Damien Zane as well. Another fan of the show. He said to me that he was very happy. He was very happy with the boys' performances and what they put in, and what they went in and done everything that he asked them to do. It didn't work out obviously, but the biggest thing is out of that was that everything that he asked, they delivered, which from a coaching point of view is what you want.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if as long as they're doing that, I suppose whatever. If the results aren't coming, then I guess it is on the coach's head. But it's when you're asking them to do something and then they're not doing it, and then you get the ask for it. It's like, well, shit. Then it makes it a little bit shit. But no, he just said to me that they played a decent first half where we probably needed to be leading to cause an upset, but overall pretty damn happy with their performance. So, yeah. So at the end of the day, the coaches were happy. I think that's the biggest thing out of it. You know, a win would have been nice. Maybe a goal on either side would have been nice. You know, between 3-1 or something like that to either Novocastrian side would have been great. But yeah, they move on. They now go into Christmas and friggin' have a break. I know Damien Zane isn't allowing them to break until Christmas, so he will now train them until right up till close to Christmas.
Yeah.
And then give them their 2, maybe 3 weeks off and then straight back into it because he figured they trained a couple of weeks for this. Let's keep that momentum running. I don't know what the other guys are doing. I don't know if Joel's doing and so forth, but I know that he's definitely keeping them ticking over, Damien Zane. So I think he needs to do. He got him up for the game and stuff like that. There's no point of playing the game and then just sort of going, that's it, we'll see you next year. They really need to bust their ass and shit like that, and wouldn't be surprised if they don't go looking for some opposition to maybe play in the next couple of weeks, just to, even Hamilton.
Yeah.
Just to freaking keep ticking the legs over and stuff like that, so they're ready to go for next year, obviously. So anyway, we best move on to that. That brings
I'm
us.
just looking at some of the teams that played, especially in the Vic MPL teams that played. Fuck me, a lot of Vic MPL players move around.
Oh yeah.
Like last time I seen Ross Archibald, he was playing it at friggin'. He was playing at old mate Avondale.
Yep.
I just looked at the lineup. He was playing for fucking Port Melbourne Sharks the other night.
Yeah. So that pretty much brings us before we'll get into the Jets in a sec, but that leads us up now to the final 3 games to fill out the round of 16, where we will see the Tigers play Ipia, which will be a good game. Sydney Olympic and Sydney FC.
Oh,
and then
Sydney Derby.
And then Perth Glory and Melbourne Victory. Which, if anything, is friggin' it will be a cracking game between Victory and Perth, just for the fact that they'll have had an A-League game under their belt before they go into that. It would be good. So, from a neutral point, that should be a really good game to watch. But yeah. Anyway, we may as well talk about the Jets. It's what everyone's sort of here for, and it's what we.
Jeez, even Tarek Elrich got a run.
Yeah, Tarek. Yeah,
Got a run for Mad Druitt.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
Wasn't expecting that.
Why wouldn't you? Yeah, the gong got him ticking over. Oh, Wilshire. But yeah, the Jets. Well, what can you say? The Jets.
We've been done our one robbing of the season, and we're 1 game in. Or minus 1 game in.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Get the robbing done in the cup now, so it doesn't happen throughout the season.
How many people have frigging who have virtually gone Pappas out now? After seeing that, it's it's disappointing. You look at it all up in the general. We 22 shots to 15 in our favour, 10 shots to 6 in our favour, 59% percentage in our favour, 634 passes to 416 in our favour. Pass accuracy, we pipped by 87 to 81%. Fouls, 17 to 13 to us. We beat them on yellow cards. They had 6 offside. 6 to our 0. They were offside 6 times. And then we had 5 corners. They had 10. So we dominated the game. We
on paper.
Well. Yeah, we played well. Like as a team moving forward, they played really well.
Yeah.
The movement was good. The structure was good. The press out was really good. It was when we got turned around on the counter attack, it just went to shit.
Yeah.
Again, that's not saying that it was overly the fullback's fault. It just didn't. It didn't work. It didn't. Yeah, I don't know. It didn't happen. I still need to watch 45 minutes of the second half where it all went to shit. Because I've only seen 45 minutes back on the actually watching it, sitting down watching it on TV.
Does it look like we dominated though? Because from what we were watching in the stands, it looked like neither side could grab it.
the first half we definitely like that pass is 634 to 416 would be about accurate. Like it was, we were playing through the motions. They were hitting long.
Yeah,
90% of the time they would, from the fullback to the midfield and then bang.
Well, I suppose that explains a lot. Let's go back 2 steps to when Duncan lost his head. It's obvious with you telling me that they had 6 offsides and playing the ball long. That one time that it did get through is the time that Duncan lost his head.
Yeah, well,
it's obvious we're playing a high line.
Yeah, they had 1 shot on target. That was it. And the shot on target didn't even freaking go to a goal.
That's the one that Jack Duncan saved, didn't it?
It was a save.
Yeah, it's the one he got down and saved.
Yeah. So, look, Duncan fucked up. There is no question about it, right? End of story.
We need to talk about the elephant in the room, aka Jack Duncan coming way out of his box. To be fair, he has to. If we're playing a high line like that, he's got to sit at the top of the box.
He needed to shut the angle down.
He needed to watch the ball and actually put his foot through it.
Yeah.
I think the best comment I seen was on one of the pages is that it's a shame that the Jets were playing 10 versus 13 and Duncan wasn't playing for us. They had the ref, the linesman, and our goalkeeper.
See,
you're not going to win games with those 3 against you.
I was very upset with the Western United the supporter groups, considering that they had a full list of people of who they thought was the best on ground and stuff like that. But
nobody had Jack Duncan.
I'm surprised at that. I was very surprised. I had to say something in their chat.
Yeah, I saw it.
Just to be, to prove the point. It was bullshit. I don't know how he doesn't get a vote. He had all these people in there who done absolutely nothing all game, and they got a vote. Why can't Duncan get a vote? Anyway. But welcome, Benny. Welcome, Benny. Benny's in here. Jack
Welcome,
Duncan
Benny.
is the best keeper in the league. He probably was once upon a time. What do we got? TCCC 2011. Welcome.
Welcome.
I think what we've seen as well is we were comfortable sitting and holding possession, then penetrating the back line, hence the offside count for sure. Totally agree. Totally agree. Yes. And it was noticeable in the first half that I've seen. I haven't seen the second half. But
I haven't watched the game back yet. I've got to do it.
Yeah.
That I can't really comment too much on the structure and how things were moving and who dominated. It's just too hard to tell in the stands, especially when you're more than a couple of scotches deep by that stage.
Yeah.
I wasn't really watching. I was more than happy jumping around with a mask on my head.
Yeah, I was going to say, Ben, where were you? Where were you?
Where you, Benny?
No. Let's just put this out right here, right now. We're talking about the game. Ben and I have made it perfectly clear that we may not have watched the game from a Jets
we were enjoying ourselves.
Jets fan point of view. Ben and I and a few of our mates went down and we sat right in the fucking middle, right in the middle of the Western
Service Group.
Service Crew is what I was meant to be saying. Yeah, it's just the WS. Fuck me. The Western Service Crew active.
Yeah.
Those boys and girls, top notch. They accommodated us from the moment we walked into the pub. They knew exactly who we were. We didn't go.
Not once did we feel threatened. Not once did we have to look over our shoulder or cop a dirty look. Or they were all around us, arm in arms across the shoulders. We're in all their fucking photos. They love it. They love it.
Happy, mad, sad. Thanks, mate.
And they're the first lot of supporters that will ever. I've heard this on multiple occasions as well. Is that they come to us and they go, we couldn't do this with any other supporters of another club. We couldn't.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. As I said, they put on a good laugh and shit like that, and I'm more than
even their supporters were noticing me and Josh from running Crossbar Capers podcast.
So
that was the funny part.
Thank you to the Western United guys that jump on. As I said, we're good friends with Wallace and the guys that run the podcast from the Western United side of things and they do a top job. I'm sure I can give you a discount from Manscaped if you like.
Looking at you, Leppy.
Feel free. Yeah, absolutely. I even got on the rivets. Thanks to Lee.
Oh,
Got
yeah.
got on the rivets. It's been a while.
Maybe a rivet stain down my fucking sleeve, trying to sneak out of the
Yeah.
pub with it.
but honestly, friggin' top notch.
They are a good bunch of
They
blokes.
accommodated us. They looked after us. It was fantastic. And as I said, I'm more than happy to sit right in the middle of their shit, and freaking they can hang shit on us all they want, as long as they don't mind the serve back, because I'm not one to sit there and
Not once.
Back.
Not once do we ever feel threatened by, like, while we're around them. We know we can walk straight into their pub, not have an eye in the back of our head, unlike certain other sides. But yeah, they are a top bunch of lads. They're always accommodating.
Yeah. Well, Benny in hospital. I hope all's well, mate. Hope you're all good, buddy.
Hope you're all good, man.
Yeah, come up, New.
That's one of the only. That's it. One of the only excuses that we'll give you a pass on.
I hope a shitload of his travel. Look at it as like the what do you call it? Friggin' the tour of we call it.
We call it a tour of duty.
Tour of duty, where friggin' we nominate one away day for all the fans to try and get to and stuff like that, and make it big. So hopefully you guys can make that one, because we'd love to accommodate you up there. It's friggin' Newey's a wonderful place, and you guys would enjoy it. So, and at the end of the day, we'll friggin' jump in with you boys and talk shit, because we've got a daycare centre in our active. So, anyway, we'll move on from
There is that.
Yes, exactly.
Speaking of shirts, have you got yours? I have not. Yes, I have mine. I wore it the other night to the game.
Yes. What's Josh said here? Good point, boys. We dominated the first half, but we were weak when, Western United were on the counter attack.
Yeah, we just lost our head. I don't think they've been in a situation, I don't think they've really been in a game situation where they've had that quick switch, where they've had to switch from attack to defense so quick.
Yeah. Bender. Bulls away on Friday, and then
Newey on the Wednesday. Oh, you may as well fucking drive.
That's a good week, yeah.
Drive up, do the game in MacArthur, stay overnight, drive up to fucking Newey.
Yes.
Spend a couple of days on the beach, and then go to the game. Magic.
That's a perfect week.
Magic.
Yeah, that's a top notch.
Evening. I'm a FIFA tryhard.
I'm a FIFA tryhard. Ben.
No. He's been around for donkeys, mate.
Yeah, I know. Just the name.
Yeah.
What, Ben?
I'm not a tryhard.
He doesn't try hard. He tries real easy. Smashing shit.
Apologies, I need to eat to keep my throat going.
Yeah, I know. I figured I've got food here as well. But welcome. I'm a FIFA tryhard. But yeah. So yeah, Benny, come up. Feel free. We'd love to accommodate you up there. But yeah, honestly, guys, if you haven't done Western United away, go and do it.
Doesn't matter where it is.
It'll be in Ballarat, the next one we play down here. Which
I haven't seen them play at Ballarat.
Yeah. Well,
I haven't been to the ground at Ballarat.
Well, we have.
No. We've been to Morshead Park, not Mars.
I've only been to Mars.
I haven't been to Mars.
Oh, okay, right. My apologies.
It's close. It's closer to the ground's closer to the fence, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Than what GMHBA is.
Correct. Yes. But yeah, you can just call me Brady.
Brady.
Done. Brady, welcome. I like it.
Welcome, Brady.
It. We also like a FIFA tryhard.
Got plenty of those around here.
There's plenty around there, exactly. Ballarat is a hole. It is a shit hole, and again, it's another shit.
But guess what, boys? It's close to us.
Yeah, but freaking these guys are going to get off a plane for the jet side of things and get on.
Yeah, getting there on public transport's a fucking dog's breakfast.
And then try and freaking get a cab to somewhere, or freaking can't even get a train from
I
there.
tell them, get a train to Melton and I'll fucking drive them up.
There you go. Benny's onto it.
Providing I don't have to take the territory and dump the missus and the kids at her mum's in Belan before I get there. And then pick them up on the way home.
We've gone a little off track, but we may as well talk about the lineups. Mainly the Jets one, because this is a Jets podcast essentially. But Duncan in goals, Ingham, Elsey, German, Hoffman in the back line. How weird was it seeing Hoffy in the back line?
How weird was it seeing Hoffy start as a left back?
Yeah, I know. Well, that as well, but freaking just in the back line is just bizarre.
And where was Manano?
Yeah.
There's a couple of things that I looked at the lineup and just went, where's this person, where's this person, where's that person? And why aren't you on and why are you starting, i.e. Costa Grozos?
Yeah, Grozos was an interesting one.
Like, don't get me wrong, he didn't play badly.
No.
He didn't play bad.
Oh, pardon me.
Like, no Sammy Silvera.
Silvera, yeah, he was on the bench. Yeah,
he was on the bench.
Yeah, he come on in the second half. Yeah. What was I going to say? So yeah, Grozos. So you confused me. So Grozos was playing more of a holding defensive midfield.
Weird.
It was weird. It was
considering he's normally a cam.
Right. It was very weird. Just the fact that we're so used to him playing like the Jets playing some weird shit, like weird formations, but not
nothing freaks us out anymore.
It's standard FIFA, right? Standard FIFA formation they play, but this was just freaking outright weird. Like this is something no one in FIFA. Like I'm sure
it was that moment where we and you saw the lineup and we just sort of went there and just went, huh?
Like I'm sure Brady being a FIFA tryhard would not be fucking playing a 4-1-4-1. Like it was just so weird. But the problem was, when it started, and I looked at it, I'm sitting there going, "There's no way he's going to play a 4-1-4-1."
Yeah, and then they sold us a blinder by saying Gussie Thurgate wasn't starting, and then he was starting.
Yeah. But the thing was, it was like, there's no way they're going to make Hoffy and Ingham fit into there to make it a 3, like a 4-3-4-1.
Yeah.
They didn't. They sat back. Hoffy must have been like a friggin' bloody greyhound and watching friggin' 8 other dogs friggin' get let out of the box and him fucking just sat there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because he wasn't, he didn't get up like I thought he would have.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Grozos, played the holding, and then who we have? Friggin' Sia Travanis. Sia Travanis. I nailed that. I practiced that for about 20 minutes before the friggin' thing.
He didn't play too badly, nor did Mikkel Tatso.
He played all right. Gussie Thurgate was there. And then, what do we got? Bommel.
Yeah, Bommel.
And Penna.
Pena.
And Mikkel
Tatso.
I knew I'd butcher one.
Becca Mikkel Tatso.
Mikkel Tatso, that's him. Up front. Now, right. What do we got here? Radish, hell no, 4-2-3-1 all the way. I had to keep looking at their numbers, then look up the team sheet because they didn't have the last names across their back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we could tell by what they look like.
Hoffy looked out of place and lost.
I don't know. I have to watch that back.
I wouldn't go as far as saying he looked out of place and lost. He just try and
he's finding his feet again in that position. He hasn't played it in a while.
In ages. But again, they didn't play too bad. Panna.
No.
Panna. The strike was just
that fucking free kick was beautiful.
I'm sort of upset. Now hear me out. Hear me out, chat. Hear me out. I'm sort of upset that he scored it. Because me, not so much, right? Because freaking I'm not going to expect that shit week in, week out. But I can imagine a lot of Jets fans
will after seeing that.
Mate, that was nothing. That was just a basic free kick. Freaking, you should be banging them in every week now. Yeah, just like off normal play. It was a screamer. No one's stopping that. It was Del Piero eat your heart out.
Yeah.
A couple of years from a few years back when he freaking beat Ben Kennedy, and Ben Kennedy just looked lost. Young just looked rooted. He was just, that's in.
To be fair, Jamie Young didn't have the greatest game in goal either.
No, he didn't.
He was nervous, and he looked nervous.
He looked flat. Yeah, he looked very flat.
He looked nervous.
For me, Bommel, a lot of football. He's going to see a lot of ball.
Now, I said this to you very early on in the first half as well. Anything somewhat creative for the Jets went through Bommel. Once teams work that out and start double marking him like they used to with Dimi Petrados, we're in shit.
Yep.
We're in shit.
Yeah. Very, very much agree. Very much agree. He was all on the ball. All on the ball. Everything sort of seemed to go through him.
If you want to play him in a position like that, and you want to play through him constantly and get him on the ball, play him in the middle.
Yeah.
Play him in the middle.
Yeah. He probably should have just played in Grozos' spot, even freaking just told
Nah,
him to
too
move
deep.
forward a bit.
I reckon swap him and Pena.
Move forward.
I reckon swap him and Pena. Let Pena play out there on the left, because if he's got a free kick like that, he could sure as shit be able to whip a fucking cross in.
Ryan Scott should be starting.
Your social media manager.
I know he's are all over the Ryan Scott train, but bananas, go
bananas.
We
love it.
Oh, far out! It's a great chant. It's
Alexandro Diamanti.
It's about their only original chant, but yeah, it's good. But for me, Ryan
He
Scott
went fucking missing
over Andy Young. Don't even know.
Yeah.
I love pronouncing Alexandro Diamanti and pretending I was Italian. Classic.
Alexandro Diamanti.
Alessandro Diamanti.
I was surprised with the Grozos selection. Really like the Gus and Jordan partnership from last year. I agree with that.
Yep.
I reckon, don't get me wrong, in that holding midfield role, Jordan O'Doherty could do it.
Yeah.
He can do it. And I reckon he'd do it well.
Warland looked all right. Riley Warland, he went all right. He didn't play too bad either. Valentino Yule, come on.
Fumbles.
Didn't look crash hot. Jordan O'Doherty come on too late for my
Yep.
liking.
Didn't have a chance to impact the game.
He probably should have come on a little bit sooner than what he did. Silvera, same thing.
Babalj, didn't even know he got a run.
But yeah, I know. I didn't even.
That's how much I was paying attention. Sammy Silvera, same thing. Didn't even notice. Yes, he does. And you know what? Topper has 44 at Western too.
Yeah, he does.
He does. He's got 44 at the Woo.
But
that's in his contract somewhere.
The biggest one for me is it's not going to be far off the starting lineup.
A couple of little tweaks here and there.
You're I was going to say O'Doherty for Grozos, you would imagine.
It's an interesting formation considering the amount of attacking midfielders that we have.
I think the biggest one
playing in a flat four.
Yeah. I think the biggest one though is the one in the four in the middle of Grozos are all quick.
Yerman Elsie, Thurgate, Painter.
Travanis is freaking lightning.
Oh yeah.
So quick.
They were singing the praises of Bumal being quick, so Travanis is fucking quick too.
Oh yeah. No, he definitely
Not only is Travanis quick, but he's also quick with the ball at his feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's quick with the ball at his feet.
You can definitely see it's definitely like a Yule for Brommel at this point. Just out of that lineup. So Yule come on for Brommel out there. O'Doherty come on for Grozos. And then your Babages and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then I think it was two fullbacks. So we got rid of two fullbacks.
Yeah, so we got rid of Ingham and Hoffy.
So they took off all four out wide and then the DM.
Yeah.
So Silvera would have played probably wide right.
Yes.
Yule wide left.
Wide left. Yep. O'Doherty come on for Grozos.
O'Doherty for Grozos in the middle. And then play Sammy Silvera.
Warland for Ingham.
Oh, Warland for Ingham, yeah.
Ingham, and then they friggin' that then went to a back three.
Yeah.
Hoffy came out, went to a back three.
I think once that second goal went in and he started making the changes, it's like, right, let's try a different formation now.
Yeah.
I think he went something a little bit more attacking.
Yeah. When I was watching the game, it felt like we should have been playing narrow instead of with wingers, considering how many attacking midfielders we have, plus Western United wing backs.
Yeah, but they weren't playing wing backs.
Yeah, they were at times. You could see.
Well, I said that in the car ride on the way up there, and you're like, "Oh no, Josh Riston's not a wingback."
No, well, he didn't.
I'm like, "Yeah, all right, you watch it."
He didn't move too much. Don't worry about that.
Just
It's
to keep
interesting
error,
to think,
obviously, yeah.
You know, the biggest thing for me as well is they only made 3 substitutions. Western United.
Yeah, we made 5.
Yeah.
We
Dean
was,
Marty come
you
on,
could tell
comes
that
aboard.
game for us, Papas was still tinkering.
Yeah.
He was still tinkering.
Yeah. But yeah, no, they're going to go all right. Western United, you know, Risdon, Imai. He doesn't get enough credit, I don't think. A lot of people.
Who?
Don't rate him
Tamok
too
Nyamai.
Yeah. I think
Sorry,
he
he's
could
not my favourite.
I think he. Like,
I got a few choice words for him. I think he's absolutely. I think he's absolutely fucking filthy.
Kilkenny was fucking woeful. I'm surprised he didn't
Yeah,
get benched.
he went missing a lot.
He was shit. I don't know about you.
He went missing a lot.
I don't know about you, Benny, but freaking he was shit.
He's
And
dumb. He's dumb.
Yeah.
He's dumb.
He's dumb. Yeah.
As an A-League player, he's dumb.
Yeah. No, I think the subs reflected the situation, correct?
Gurgia had a flyer as well for his first game.
I think he's a starting right back for Socceroos. If Arnold isn't coach, he loves Grant. Yeah.
Yeah, Riston. Yeah,
Riston,
yeah. He's just come off 12 months injured as well, so
Yeah.
they're going to ease him back in.
What's the thing? He went out and Grant went in, and now he's got to try and get his spot back.
Kilkenny was angry. Once Kilkenny gets angry and frustrated, he's fucked. He can't play.
Yeah.
He can't even hit a fucking straight ball when he gets like that.
Too much friggin'
It was the same when he was at City. It was the same when he was at Perth. Fuck me, it was the same when he was at Birmingham.
Yeah. He's European. That's the European background in him. Very angry. Lustig look good. You know, friggin' he still moves really well. Lustig, like
He's very much in the mould of Brandon O'Neill, Steven Yagarkovic. They do their best work when you don't notice them.
More of you, Garkovic. I want to go O'Neill. O'Neill definitely gets a lot more ball than those two do, but
it's the same sort of thing though. Like they do their best work when they're not being noticed.
Yeah. Like
He's on the lurk.
Lukey. But yeah, no, Lustig looked good. His movement was really good. His positioning and where he needed to be and stuff like that was fantastic. So, he was doing all the right things there. You know, you might be all for Ryan Scott. Young, for me, when he needs to be tested, I think he will step up.
He'll be fine. Give him a couple of games under his belt and he'll settle in.
He was flat, but the game was flat. It's just, you know, we dominated in possession and we were lucky to because we played feet. The Western United guys played a lot of friggin' air ball and very quick, sharp counter. So to the point where it went from the fullbacks to the attackers, straight through the midfield. And that's where I think Lustig looked good. If you go back and watch, I did for the first half anyway, you watch his movement, he would drag 2 blokes out of the way so that ball could go straight through the channel.
Yeah.
Straight to their attack, and his job was done. Without even touching the ball, without even doing any work. He'd just move out of the way, he'd drag 2 blokes friggin' a little bit further to the wing, and the ball just get placed bang, straight through the middle. Thank you very much. Straight to Lockie Wales or friggin' Payne, and bang, split us open every time. So, but yeah, I don't know. German and Elsie didn't do too badly. I think they played well. That was my biggest concern, honestly. For me, that was the one that I was intrigued to watch and find, you know, whatever. One, they both needed to last 90 minutes.
That was the sort of game where I was expecting Elsie to lose his head.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
Gunny! Mate, it has been a fucking age. Welcome, my friend.
How are you, mate?
Welcome. On you, Paul.
They're all coming out of the woodwork tonight.
Absolutely. People must be doing absolutely next to nothing on this Monday night to come in here and flick in and see us. I'll be back up your way soon, Paulie. We'll catch up for a beer, mate. What was I going to say? But yeah, so look, that's pretty much it. is it going to be good enough to beat the Coast? That's the biggest one for me. Again, the Coast were lucky enough to beat Sydney FC and then just scrape a point against Blacktown. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. I would hope that we would beat the Coast. I think we need to start strong. We'll probably lose a few games and probably as in saying that, I think we'll lose a few games that we probably should win. The game might break down. Not the way that we would like it to, but I think we'll lose a few games just cheaply like that. Shit errors. I'm not saying that Duncan's going to make all the errors. I'm sure he'll shift the load to somebody else. But I think they'll be just dumb, dodgy shit errors. The only thing for me out of that whole thing was the fact that Arthur Pappas came out and stated that he wanted the cup. He really wanted to win that game and move forward and hopefully progress. Really get close to winning the cup, and failed at the first hurdle. That was disappointing. Through
no fault of his own, though.
No. But that's what I mean. But so he was so he wanted the result, and there was absolutely nothing he could do to change the result. There was no one he could have brought on to change the result. There was no one that he could have taken off, other than Duncan maybe, to change the result. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Will bloody freaking Noah James get a chance? I can't see him making that change that big round one against the.
I don't think he will. He'll stick with Duncan for round one.
I'm sure Duncan might get an earful.
I'm pretty sure he's already had his earful.
Yeah, but as in you are on notice.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone makes mistakes and shit like that, and when mistakes come, you have a breather and have a break, and then fight your way back to get your spot. So I couldn't imagine it being too long before he gets another crack. But I think Noah James needs a shot. Definitely needs a shot. He spent all last season at Western Sydney and got no chance at all. He's on the bench a few times. But for me, he needs something. What do we got, Josh? We need to talk about Jack Duncan. Should he get a second chance on Sunday? Yeah, well, there we go. Yeah, I didn't even see that. Let's walk straight into it. Beautiful. So for me, he won't change. That lineup we've seen, we will not see too much. I'd imagine Grozos may come out for bloody
Jordan O'Doherty,
depending on fitness. We have no idea what the go was there. Was he 100% fit and just giving someone else a crack, or whatever?
Montgomery needs to get his head out of the fucking palm tree sand.
Yeah. I was very intrigued.
So it's okay not to be worried about us when the club's already come out and stated, "Oh, we're going with youth again."
Yeah.
He knows his job's safe. He knows he can say fucking anything.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly right.
Duncan, go.
What was I going to say?
He got fucking lost is what he did, Luke. And he was asking Diamante for directions back to the goal box.
Moragas was in quarantine, so that's why he wasn't on the bench.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure about bloody freaking blank. The young bloke.
Archie Goodwin. Probably had an exam.
Yeah, probably. I can't remember exactly. I was like, did he get a pick somewhere? No, he should have been at home. So not too sure what happened there. Ben Kanarowski, well, there we go. Friggin' another day, another dollar.
It's a question that we also asked Shane.
Yeah, which he didn't really friggin' say much on. I can't even remember what he said, to be honest. It wasn't much.
He fobbed it off.
Yeah, he just sort of went, where he's trying to get back or whatever. He thought he might have. What was he?
He injured himself again.
Yeah, we thought he might have been right for the end of the last season or whatever, but then.
But he injured himself again.
But anyway, but yeah. some of the questions that we're trying to get a hold. We're trying to tee up an interview, not even an interview, just a quick chat with Pappas himself, just to have a quick chat and talk to him about.
Yeah, we spoke to him on Saturday night.
Yeah, he said he's up for it and stuff like that. It's just a matter of trying to pencil it in between games and all that.
And that's the other difference. Something that we haven't seen in a very long time. Every single Jets player came and shook our hand. Every single one. Yeah. I couldn't tell you the last time that I was able to shake the GOAT's hand.
Yeah.
It has been fucking years. Because he's one of the only ones that never comes over.
Yep. Yeah. No, they all come over. We waited for a bit to watch Altay and Newell and stuff like that warm down.
Secco's looked after us there.
They sort of just went, walk slow, you'll be right.
Just walk slow.
But they still come over and shook our hands and had a bit of a chat, which was good. So happy with that. Probably should have taken that time to freaking have a bit of a quick chat with the phone or something, but too Gonskis by then. Totally forgot about it. But anyway, what do we got here? Where do we see Goodwin fitting in this team, or is he going to be a super sub this season? I think he's going to
get very little game time.
He's definitely going to be a sub. For me, it's so hard.
With what we've got in the midfield, international spot wise,
you can't.
He will find it hard to get a spot on the bench. Yeah. If one of them gets injured, and then a second one maybe doesn't pass a fitness test, you'll see him on the bench.
Yep.
Aside from that, it's going to be real slim pickings. Yeah, I think Pappas is very much of the mindset of use this 12 months to look up to your international boys. Hone and learn from their craft to adapt your own game, and then we'll look at you again towards the end of the season.
Yeah. When you've brought in that many, you look at them there, Mkhitaryan up front, you've got Brommel, you've got Panna, you've got
they all offer something different.
Citravanis. Citravanis and Grovos. They all started. You know what I mean? And there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of them. You take Thurgate out of that, and there's your international front line. There's nothing in the back line. Grozos is the closest thing we get to the back line because he's more defensive than he is attack. For me, even though it says that he does like to play a little bit further up front.
Yes, he's an attacking midfielder by craft.
By craft. I think they've definitely brought him in for more of a defensive side of things as a stop. But yeah, he'll struggle. Lucas will struggle. He'll probably get his chance with Hoffy because Hoffy's in the back line. Lucas will get more of a chance, and he'll probably spend a lot more time on the bench than Goodwin will.
Yeah.
For the simple fact that
it's just a casualty of the position that he plays.
You know what I mean? Like I can't see Altay getting a not on the bench over friggin' Lucas. To be fair, just me. But
he's our only other centre back.
Altay.
Yeah. Which worries me.
Yeah.
Which worries me.
The biggest one for me is gonna be Babbage. I'm not too sure. I'm not sold.
I'm by no means sold.
Not sold. I think he was probably the weak buy for me. One I probably wouldn't have bought. But anyway, again, it is what it is, guys. It is. We
I wouldn't go that far, Mary.
What do we got?
We bring the young potential kids up through the ranks. Next minute, we sign all these internationals. The young kids lose their confidence by being a bench warmer and going back to the academy. All right, there's two sides to this. First of all, you got to look at the change of the manager in the system.
Yep,
that plays a big part in it. We're also going back to a time prior to Pappas where we had no money So the point was to focus on the youth that we had because we didn't realistically have too much of an option.
Yeah.
And I look at it from the other side of the coin too here, Mary. That's right, Happy Mad Sad, you've just said it in one. The kids should be using the experience from the internationals to hone their own craft.
Yep.
Because by doing that, they will become a starter in 2 to 3 seasons' time. You're going to remember Archie's only, 16?
Yep. Plenty of time.
Game time, that's right, game time will come. Different kind of education, 100%. Those internationals are far more valuable to a kid like Archie Goodwin and Lucas Moragas than what the internationals are to the Jets team as a whole. They should be sitting there with their blinkers on going, I'm going to watch you for the next 90 minutes and take every little single thing I can from you.
Yep.
And use that to develop my game. And again, if they do that, whether it be this season, hell, even if they do it with another 5 internationals next season, that's 10 different ways, 10 different mentors, 10 different styles of play that they can pick the pieces that fit them and use something and adapt it in their own way.
Yep.
But in doing that, the game time will come. They're still young. They're still young. The only reason why you've got somebody like a Gussie Thurgate, who's probably a nailed-on starter, is because he came through the Jets at a time where we had no choice but to look to youth. And again, he spent time developing his craft.
Yeah, but the biggest thing as well is he's a player that can, what I'm looking for. He's the player that is the complete package. That's the problem. Thurgate is a complete package player. He's
a utility.
Goodwin is not good enough to be. He's not going to be able to play more defensive than attack. He's attack.
Gussie's a utility.
He's a utility. He's 100%.
For the simple fact that he came through the Jets at a time where we didn't have a recognised striker. We didn't have a half-decent attacking midfielder. Hell, we didn't even have a defensive midfielder. He's played all 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
his first cap for the Jets was as a striker, as a defensive midfielder.
Yeah. So Happy Mad Sad. Yeah, totally agree with that last one. That's exactly what it is. But yeah, look, as I said, the biggest thing is he's brought in these internationals. They have to deliver, right?
100%.
As much as it is, they offer way more than just a star name. Like they're not even stars. Like, let's be honest. Star name for me is somebody that everybody knows. Like, fuck me, did I call a Babaj a star over those blokes because I know him. You know what I mean? Like, for most of the guys here. So those guys, you're gonna have to give them a chance.
Yeah,
it's no different to any other international we've had. We've had plenty of shit ones. We've had more shit ones than we've had
good ones.
Brown shit me for freaking us the whole first season he was here. Absolutely shit me to tears. He was boring. He was flat. But then he got his chance in the second season and he dominated and he took his chance. He scored more goals.
That goal in Ballarat.
He set up more goals. And he just looked sharper. And for that, I'm glad that he played and he got an extra season to prove himself because his first one was shit. And that's the biggest thing with these guys is not all of them are going to get their chance to come back next season because a few of them are on loan and stuff like that, and they might take their chance elsewhere. But if they can keep them on loan, or possibly sign them for a real cheap price, we need to do it if they show that little bit of something. Pappas needs to be given the 3 years or 2.5 years or whatever it is that he signed or whatever.
Yeah.
And he needs to be given them until the friggin' final day of his contract. So that's the biggest thing for me. Also, John O'Doherty is along the same lines as Thurgate.
Yeah, O'Doherty's generally more a defensive midfielder.
Doherty's a good one to talk about because freaking he's somebody who's freaking played at freaking that many different clubs and just has not been given his chance, but hasn't whinged about it. He moves on and he goes, I'll go here. Maybe they'll give me a chance. And he did that with Western Sydney Wanderers. He went into Western Sydney Wanderers. He talked them up like freaking they were fucking king shit, and it was the best move he's ever made. And freaking he can't be happier for going to the club and freaking la la la. And they got the best supporter base and all this sort of shit. Fucking talking them up to the hills, and then got nothing. Got absolutely shafted. Wasn't given his chance and shit like that. And then went, oh well, fuck, move on to the next one.
Who's this?
O'Doherty.
Oh yeah, when he was at Western Sydney.
He was at Western Sydney. Talked him up to the hills. Best club in the friggin' league. Friggin' best fans. Best supporter base. This and that and everything. Oh, fuck. And then wasn't given his chance.
Yeah, he was never given his chance because friggin'... As much as I do like... I hate to say it, but Western Sydney do have one of the best youth academies in the country.
They do.
By far. By far. There is a massive gap between their youth academy and what their A-League side is. They tend to rely on experience and overseas names and Australian-based, like, Socceroo names than what they do bring in through their youth that win them youth titles.
Yeah.
I know Doherty's sort of like that. Muhammad Al-Tai was part of that team. Costa Grozos was part of that team.
Yep.
Back in that, you go back further and further from when they used to win it. Dan Alisi, when we had him.
Yep.
It's no different.
Yeah.
Noah James would have probably had a part to play in it last season for their youth team as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting season. You know, that's the biggest thing for me. It's going to be a long season.
And that's the big thing, and that's always been a big draw card of the Jets. Players like O'Doherty that have been basically, well, not really, but in a way, been promised the world and been thrown on the scrap heap by the clubs that they've been at prior.
Yeah.
The Jets have always been the ones that have opened players like that with open arms and are willing to give them a fair crack. Take this chance and give us what you've got. And that's what the Jets have always done. And the Jets have always been good at squeezing out that talent from a player like that that's been in a situation like that. We get there better years.
Yeah, totally agree. But yeah, so it's going to be an interesting season. It's going to be a long one. It's going to be a frustrating one because every freaking season as a Jets is. Biggest thing we can do, guys, is just get behind the lads. You know, get to as many games as you can, whether you're friggin' in Newcastle or you're friggin' interstate.
Don't be overly critical early on.
Yeah.
Give it time. It's not going to happen overnight.
And that's exactly it. Get behind the boys. Get your memberships if you haven't done it already. Get your merch.
I've got somebody that I'm giving my address to because he lives in America and he wants a Jets membership and he can't get one because he doesn't have an Australian residential address.
Very good.
So that's something I maybe should have spoken to Shane about. Going, why can't we have people overseas buying memberships?
Yeah.
Money is money after all.
Exactly right, especially the American dollar.
Yeah, well, he wants me to give him my address so he can buy a Jets membership.
Oh, there you go.
Our good mate Timmy Woods.
Our
good mate Timmy Woods.
Thought he'd want a Western Sydney one.
Nope. Nope.
Good on him.
Wants a Jets one.
I'll take his money. But yeah, so get behind them as much as we can. As I said, if we show them the love, hopefully they'll do the same on the pitch. It's the biggest thing. It's the one thing that, as a Jets fan, shits me. Everyone supports us while we're winning, but when we friggin' struggle, especially after a game like that, it's all up to shit. Get down to the ground.
I haven't seen a Pappas out yet.
4 o'clock. Was it 4 o'clock? Yeah. 4:05.
Yeah, 4:05. It's a weird ass kickoff. Fucking, we
4:05.
always get shafted. They don't talk about that game, but all I've seen all week is, it's the big fucking Sydney derby this weekend. Fuck off. Fuck off.
There's a couple of cracking games this weekend.
Fuck off.
What do you got? Friday night, friggin' Melbourne City versus Brisbane Roar. And then Saturday, you've got the triple header. triple header on Saturday. The two games at 7:45, which I
Picture in picture will be your best friend.
friggin' I've just found out that friggin' BT
We're-
Sports is covering all the games. So thank
Yeah.
you very much, BT Sports. Oh, except for one. Except for
We
the one.
are-
friggin'
Where are
They-
all...
one,
Well,
two,
here's the
three.
thing. I can have one on one screen here, and then I can have one on the Chromecast.
Yeah. So
I can have two up. Where are the
BT
33,000 2018 Jets bandwagoners?
yeah.
You mean 29,998? Because me and Josh were there,
Yeah. Yeah.
and we're
Good
still
on ya.
here.
Good on you, mate. Friggin' on the road trip from friggin' the Blue Mountains to friggin' go watch the Coasties. Happy days. Get on it. But yeah. So friggin' no, I'll be able to watch all five. Cause I'm pretty sure the Melbourne Victory Western game is the free to air game. Maybe.
I don't know. I haven't looked at the TV schedule.
Nah. From what I can gather is I can watch 5 games out of the 6, and I'm guessing the 6th one is a free to air one.
How am I supposed to watch 2 games at once on Paramount Plus? Put it on 2 devices.
What happens if you can't afford 2 devices?
No, I think you get 3.
What?
You can have it open on 3 simultaneous places. Or, alternatively,
What happens if you've
for
got
the double game, one of those is on 10, yeah?
I have no idea. I can't remember. I would.
I'm
gather-
pretty sure one of the 2 that's on at the same time is on 10. So you have Paramount open on one device watching one game, and you have 10 play on the other device watching the other game.
What happens if you've only got one TV in the house? You don't have an iPad. You don't have a computer and shit like that.
You've got a phone.
Don't want to watch it on the phone. Freaking, it hurts my eyes.
Oh, well, that's your problem then. Go to Gabriel Mayer Optometry and get yourself a fucking pair of specs then.
That's Paramount's problem.
There you
Right.
go, mate. There you
Paramount's
go.
problem. Paramount's problem. I need to fix it. That's bullshit. I'm not happy. I'm still.
It's
I'm
no
not-
different to any other league. We've been lucky up until now. We've been lucky up until now.
But it's not. But that's the thing, though. It's not every other league. I'm sure the English people crack the shits every day because freaking it's their league and that's what they want to watch every game. Freaking.
Yeah, but to be fair, those leagues across... You use the English Premier League as an example. Most of them don't give a fuck about what's going on in any other game. They only worry about their own side. So they're only there to watch one game, so it doesn't fucking matter.
You got Western United, Melbourne Victory at 7:45. You got Western Sydney Wanderers and Sydney FC at the same time kicking off on the Saturday night, and then I love Perth Saturday night games. It's freaking great. 10 o'clock, because especially now, because it's now gone into daylight savings, which means the 9:30 kickoff game for the Premier League has gone to shit. So 10 o'clock game, Perth versus Adelaide, and then straight into the freaking Premier League. Happy days.
Yeah, so I'm a FIFA Trier comes in and goes, the main 7:45 kickoff game will be on 10. That will be the Sydney Derby.
Yeah.
Because they were doing promotion for it today.
You would think so. And then obviously the 2 Sunday games, 4:05 Newcastle Jets versus Central Coast Mariners, and
Fucking
then
what
to
a
round out
dog
the
shit
round,
time.
6:15 for Macarthur versus Wellington Phoenix, which would be another cracker game.
Yeah, I'm going to have to friggin' work out my body clock, because my body clock's used to, like, 8 o'clock kickoffs. And now the A-League game kickoffs are, like, they're all over the fucking shop now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to readjust myself.
What do you got the following week? You got Western Perth Friday, Adelaide United Melbourne City Saturday, Sydney and Macarthur again on Saturday at the same time. So Sydney score another freaking...
Actually, it'd be the EPL Derby.
Melbourne Victory, Brisbane...
Perth against Western Sydney's the EPL Derby, mate. You got Toe Mohammed, who used to play for Brighton and Hove Albion, versus Daniel Sturridge, who used to play for Liverpool.
Freaking Western Sydney Wanderers.
And then you throw Jordan Much in there as well, who used to play for fucking Crystal Palace and Birmingham. But we'll forget about that.
Sometimes it just fathens me, you know what I mean? Like freaking Western Sydney Wanderers versus Newcastle Jets at 6:15 on a Sunday.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid.
Come on. Like
And you know what? Of all games, why that game?
yeah, but the biggest thing for me
That's
is,
a
right,
grudge game. That's a grudge game for us.
Oh, but it's not
Because
even
it's
grudge.
the Jets playing the Jets.
Yeah, but it's not even that. It's the distance. It's the distance that shits me. Why would you play a fucking game where friggin' Newcastle can travel to fucking Western Sydney in an hour and a half
Mm-hmm.
and friggin' watch the fucking game. Vice versa. No different if they had to travel to us,
Yeah.
right? But then you'd have friggin' put Melbourne Victory and Brisbane Raw at 4 o'clock. Like, I'm sorry. If the Brisbane Raw fans want to travel to Melbourne to watch the game,
Yeah.
what's it fucking matter what time it's on? Like, they've got to travel regardless. They're not going to travel and then piss off home on the same night, especially now with COVID, considering there's only like 2 flights from every state.
I'm a FIFA tryhard has got it perfect.
What's that? In a club trial at 6:15 on a Sunday morning.
He's not fucking wrong.
Yeah.
He's not wrong. It's the Jets versus the Jets.
It's just so fucking stupid, you know?
And how many ex-Jets players are going to get the score against the current Jets? I'll tell you right now, I bet you they're all fucking ex-Jets at score.
Well, there you go. They worked it out for round 3. Friggin' MacArthur and fucking Central Coast Mariners. 4 o'clock kickoff on a Sunday.
Where?
At MacArthur. So that's still an hour.
Longer
Like
than
an
an hour.
Oh, from Central Coast to MacArthur? Shit, yeah.
Yeah, shit, yeah. That's like fucking 3 hours or something, isn't it?
Easy. Nah, it's about an hour. A bit over an hour and a bit. It'd be no different to probably us and...
Depends how packed the Sydney ring road is.
Exactly. Oh, no, you don't have to worry about that anymore. Friggin' done the tunnel up now. Friggin' boom. Around the outskirts. Happy days. All done. And then, you know, we play 7:45 in round 3. Sydney FC. But again, you know, that's good. It's Saturday night. Sydney FC versus Sydney.
I'm going to have to fucking set alarms in my phone for this shit. Otherwise, I'm going to forget when we fucking kick off. Because they're all over the fucking shop.
Yeah. So, like
They're all over the shop.
6:15.
You know what? I'll wake up on a Saturday morning. I'll walk straight into the studio here where I've got my Chromecast connected to the TV. I'll put fucking Paramount Plus on and then just leave it all day. And then when I come in and out during the fucking day and I happen to have a look at the TV, there may be a game of football on.
Fucking, mate, friggin' bloody round 1, friggin' Sunday at 4 o'clock, fucking in the middle of your stream.
And you know what I'm like. I'll stream and I'll fucking have it on.
Round 2.
And I will stop doing what I'm doing on fucking stream to watch the game if something happens.
Round 2, friggin' Sunday, middle of your stream.
No, because I have that Sunday off.
Oh, look at
I have that Sunday off. Crick wants my time slot, so I gave it to him.
Okay, 28th of November.
Yes, 28th he has my time slot on the Sunday.
Very good. What else we got? Friggin' match 4. What are we match day 4? Friggin' the Jets versus Wellington Phoenix, 10th of December.
On a Sunday?
Yeah, no, it's a Saturday.
Oh, thank fuck.
That'd be a Saturday, 8th of December. 8th, oh no, hang on. What's the 8th of December? Is that a Thursday? Where's me timer?
Only we get shafted with the fucking Thursday game.
Hey, what the fuck's going on here? 8th.
Sydney versus Jets doubleheader with
Wednesday.
A-League and W League as well. That's why they play it late. Okay. That makes
Okay, so
sense.
Melbourne City
That
play-
makes sense, actually.
Melbourne City play Perth in round 4 on a Wednesday.
That's fucking stupid.
Okay. So Newcastle Jets play on the Friday night against Wellington on 10th of December. Okay. Western United versus Brisbane, Adelaide versus Melbourne, Central Coast, Sydney. We're just raveling on here. I'm just freaking literally going through the fixtures.
I don't even want to look at the fucking fixture. I need to put it as fucking one of my background wallpapers. The full fucking A-League fixture for the fucking year. Well, I got 3 fucking screens to fill it with.
I'll tell you the one thing that I'm glad about in the first 5 rounds.
What?
Sorry, 6 rounds.
So we play all local?
We play Western Sydney twice.
So we get it done and dusted then?
So glad we get that over and done with, yeah. Yeah.
No,
I'm
we play
happy
the
with
Jet.
that.
No, we play the Jets Rezzies twice.
Yeah. We play them on Boxing Day, 26th.
Is that the only game Boxing Day?
No. So Melbourne Victory versus
Hang on,
Western
did we play Boxing Day? Western Sydney.
Yep.
Where?
Triple head at home. At home.
At home, right. So what will I be doing Boxing Day?
I don't know. What will you be doing?
I'll
Give me
probably... No, I'll be allowed to watch it because I'll be with Dad.
It's a 5 o'clock kickoff.
Doesn't matter. You know what my old man's like. Fucking Boxing Day's his day, mate. Sydney versus the Jets doubleheader with A-League and W League before as well. That's why they play it late. That explains it.
New Year's Day against Melbourne City. I'm happy for that.
Oh,
Beautiful.
fuck.
Happy days. I'll be
That's
at that
here, isn't it?
Nah, that's it.
No. We played them here on New Year's fucking Day last year.
Yes, we did. Because we had to get back from Phillip Island. Just fucking involved.
That's right.
It wasn't.
No, Phillip Island was 2 years ago.
Year before. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it was, though. That's what it was.
Yeah, but we always tend to play City down here on fucking New Year's.
Around that period, yeah.
That early January heading towards fucking Australia Day is generally when the Jets do all their away trips to Melbourne.
Yeah, yep. What do we got? 8th of Jan. 5 o'clock kickoff. Wellington versus the Jets. That's right when fucking Lockie's bloody friggin'
Wedding
reception.
is. I'll tell him to have it on his fucking reception. He knows fucking better than that.
He will.
I know he bloody will.
And then
He'll get changed out of his suit and into a Jet shirt.
And then what's that? 15th. So Coastie's away. 15th of Jan. That's the one. I'll be there for sure. Bells on, lads. I will be at that. When's that? 15th. 5 o'clock kickoff. Fuck it. Shut up. We'll be done.
Problem is that I had the tickets to get up there.
Oh,
The other
Saturday.
problem I have is that I won't have any annual leave.
It's a Saturday at 5 o'clock. Fucking.
What,
yes.
against the coast?
Yes.
Fuck, I might be able to swing that.
Yeah, you fly back on Sunday.
If I can get up the fucking late on the Friday night and come home the fucking the Sunday.
Monday night. Done. Look at that.
No, not the Sunday night. I'll do a Sunday during the fucking day.
Start the year with a smashing. Absolutely. Anyway, we've been rattling on, so we're going to freaking end the stream right there and then. I've got plenty of shit I need to do before I go to bed.
And I've got no voice left.
Yeah, you're about done. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm about done.
Central Coast Mariners away is elite. Yeah, mate, absolutely. Get onto it.
I know, the last time I went to the Mariners away, I would have hate to have missed it.
Yeah, exactly right. It wasn't the last time, but yeah, it was a good time.
Yes, it was. That was the last time I went Coasties away.
Last time you went. Yeah.
Last time I went Coasties away, I would have hate to have missed it.
Absolutely. Anyway, guys, we're going to wrap it up there. We do thank everybody for jumping on. There was a couple of new faces. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream and the podcast. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, be sure to go and do that. I think we are ticking over to 230 subscribers. I will double check it. 225 subscribers we're at. We do thank every single one of you guys for doing that. If you haven't liked us on Facebook, go and like us on Facebook. We're on Spotify. We're on Anchor. We're on Apple.
Yes.
Oh, I'm on the money. Let me go. I'm on a roll.
That's 3 weeks in a row, mate. He's getting there.
We're on Twitch as well, guys. Other than that, freaking be sure to go check out our major sponsor, Gabriel Optometrist, if you need any eye care. Plus, if you guys are into your music, the guys from Save the Humans, absolute champions. They do their... we've pinched one of their songs for our intro and stuff like that. Give it a listen. Go to Spotify. Type in Save the Humans. Go listen to their shit. They are performing at the... Give me 1 second because I freaking totally forgot who the hell it was. It is on the Facebook if you guys have been there. But I will tell you exactly who the hell it was because I put it up there the other day. I think it's the Hamilton Station. But these guys are absolute legends. Their tunes are banging. Here we go. What are we at? What date is it? Saturday oh no, you missed it. It was on Saturday, but I will let you know if there is another.
No, it says here 1 hour ago, 41 sleeps till Christmas, but only 6 sleeps till you can get your next Save the Humans fixed.
Oh, there we
they're
go.
They're at the Hamo, 8 p.m.
Hamo.
Saturday, November 19th. Saturday, November the 20th at 8 p.m.
There it is.
$15 tickets via Oztix.
If you're in Newey, go check them out, guys. It is a good night. Friggin' when I come up, hopefully they're friggin' sorting the gig out for me and shit. Yeah, friggin' we'll get into it. Friggin' get a group of us down and shit, like have a few beers and friggin' listen to them because they're an absolute bunch of absolute legends.
They're fucking champions.
Yeah, and they know their shit and they love their music. And if you want any of their merch and stuff like that, let us know and I'll shoot a message and stuff like that and try and get it sorted. But yeah, other than that, guys, enjoy international football. Australia, Wednesday morning. Meant to be tomorrow, but Wednesday morning our time. We play China, I believe.
China.
A must win. Have to win. have to win. Cannot get beat. So hopefully they get a good result there. The Matildas are back on home soil coming up shortly. Newcastle has scored themselves an absolute cracker. Friggin' the Matildas versus United States of America. Friggin'
Fuck yes.
Banging game. So be sure to get your tickets to that and support the girls because they're playing some pretty good football at the moment. At the end of the day, you support your own and get behind the girls, get behind the boys, get behind the Jets. And other than that, guys, we will see you guys next week, if not before. We might do a little friggin' something or whatever for the game. We'll see what happens. Just depends on the Jets media and stuff like that. Hopefully they might get back to us in time. If they don't, we'll see you guys on Monday to recap the round 1 fixtures. And other than that, take it easy. I will try and put up a A-League tipping comp as well.
Yes! So I can lose that one too.
I might do a sneaky and make sure that all your names, guys, if we do it, make sure all your names are Jets related. Right? Something to do with the Jets. We hate Coach.
Oh, mine's fucking easy then.
I've already got it. But something Jets related, because what I might do is I might hit up the guys from friggin' the All Out West podcast and we might jump into their friggin' tipping comp for good shits and giggles and give them a run for their money in the friggin'...
Oh, mine's easy, mate. Benny and the Jets.
Benny.
Fucking too easy.
It's a ripper.
Too easy.
But I'll get onto that, guys. Take it easy. Thanks.
Another comp for me to forget about.
yeah, don't worry about it. Just hit and move on. Anyway, guys, cheers for that. Take it easy. We'll catch you guys next time. Thanks to Benny. If you haven't checked out Benny's stuff, go check him out. You'll see him on Friday night, usually with friggin' the almost regular crew. I'm not part of the regular crew. Why?
Clue? Regular Clue?
The crew.
No.
I'm not regular. I'm irregular.
He is the irregular crew.
You'll see him on Sundays as well. Part of the
No, they've changed the name. Get it right.
Glo-
You thought about it.
Global Players
There you
United.
go. That's the one.
Be sure to go check them out. They couple of plenty of random frigging people who love their gaming and stuff like that. So be sure to check those guys out as well.
We've got our 1 year
Other than that,
anniversary today.
There you go. Happy 1 year anniversary to you guys. Anyway, guys, we'll leave it there. Take it easy. We'll catch you guys at some point. Be sure to go check out our socials and subscribe, share, like, etc. And we will catch you guys next week. Take it easy.
And don't forget.
And as always, don't forget,
As always.
where's Noopy?
Where the fuck is Snoopy?
It's his favourite bit. As always, guys, we
hate
Coast
Scum.
Scum. Take it
Catch you
easy,
later,
guys.
guys.
We'll catch you next time.
Bye.
If I could tell